Well, hello everyone. This is your 2017 Lincoln Park Football Association Football and Cheer Season Leader, Coach, Parent, and Child Success Guide. Purpose of this brief video is to share with you changes this year to last year, our exciting year ahead, and some new updates, new changes that we have for you. So let's dig in. First things first, our biggest changes at a board level last year versus this year are as follows. We've added two new board members, Kristen Bodner in the role of Secretary, Shane Herb in the role of VP in Football, so we welcome them and appreciate their contribution. We have also added two new board seats, either with a new member or an eventual new member. The new spot that's still open, so we welcome anybody to raise their hand, throw their hat in the ring. We welcome all takers. Somebody to manage our game day operations, really make sure that our 4 home game weekends go off without a hitch, with the support and the help of the board and, of course, the parent volunteers. Myself, Jeff Giannakovo, I stepped into the role of marketing. I handle a number of things, creating these kinds of videos, helping with communication, helping with sponsorships, which we'll talk about in a second, and really just making sure that the Lincoln Park Football Association program is a great program for our children, for our parents, and well respected in the community. Burke Sprawl, here's the update this year versus last and really going forward. We will have sponsorships. This is due in a large part to the Wilson School District beginning to charge a fee per participating child for all activities utilizing the school district facilities. This would seem to be not just football, but really any sport utilizing the facilities. So if you're involved in other organizations, it's likely you'll be hearing about this as time goes along. Biggest thing we're looking to do this year in the experience you have as a parent with Lincoln Park is to improve the leadership to parent communication at the beginning of the season, during the season, and at the off-season time. And also, as always, continue a great program for all the kids at all levels. So right now, here is your board. We have Anthony in President, Shane at VP of Football, Roseanne VP of Cheer, Val at the Treasurer's position, Kristen at Secretary, myself in Marketing, and as I've said previously, game day operations. We are still looking to fill that position, have that person help us have really great, well-run home game weekends. So let's talk about volunteers. You are needed. We truly do not want to keep your volunteer fee. Our program best runs when we have parents involved. From a budget standpoint, letting us know you're happy to be involved helps us greatly because we know what we'll be refunding and what we'll be keeping. And it allows us, most importantly, to have a more organized game day. So what this means, what's a requirement? What do you have to do? Well, let's get into that. Football and cheer, as I've said, we have 4 home game weekends per season. This means JV teams on Saturday, varsity teams on Sunday, all levels play, Mighty Mite, and Midget. So we have 6 games. We have six times we need the concession stand run, spirit wear table run. We have 2 on-field roles, field setup and field teardown, and a handful of other responsibilities as well. Our expectations of parents at this point right now, based on the results of last year, the parents we have registered at this moment in time, is we are looking to have a commitment of at minimum of 3 games during our home games weekends, okay? So this means that right now that might sound like a lot, and it probably is, but the reality is we have to work with what we know from last year, what we have registered for this year, and if everybody could step up and fill that volunteer role as requested, these number of games can go down quite a bit. We're also looking for at least 1 shift of volunteer time during the Burke Sprawl, and as that schedule finalizes, as everything comes together through the end of July, we'll get that out. We understand you're a parent, you work. We get that. We work too. Believe it or not, this is the board membership and participation at the board level at Lincoln Park. You can have as many zeros in your paycheck as you want as long as it's all zeros. That's the inside joke. So we work, you work, we get it. You know, time is limited. We also get you like to watch your child play. You know, we understand that. You might be away. There's vacation work schedules in the way. We get that too. You may not know what to do in what position. You'd like to do something, but you don't know how. We can train you. We can help you with that. But the reality still remains the program cannot sustain itself. No organization can sustain itself with board members and coaches pulling all the weight all the time. So that is not to diminish any past parents' time that's been put in. We greatly appreciate it. We are just looking for everyone's contribution across the board. The reality is we need to divide and conquer these jobs. We need to divide and conquer these roles so we have a great home game weekend for all the kids at all levels. That's what this is all about, putting together a great program for the kids so every age group, every child gets to see the score on the scoreboard, gets to see the clock, gets to get a nice snack at the end of the game at the concession stand. All of it is very important to the kids having a great experience, and that's what this is all about. So our continued expectations, something new that we're going to do this year is have you complete a survey based on your availability during the home game weekends and ability to help in various positions. All right. Ultimately, listen, you paid or you will pay a volunteer fee to opt out of all of this. We get it. If you're willing to stroke the check, that's fine. But we really don't need or want the money. We really need the help. All right. And we would much rather have that participation. Remember, leaders and coaches that are solely focused on the success of the program, solely focused on coaching your child, are better leaders and coaches, and your child has a better experience in this year's season as well. And we'll help coordinate and help you understand the job. We're not going to just say, hey, here's the chain, get on the field. You know, that's not going to happen. Or here's the clock, or here's how the fryer works in the concession stand. We're not looking to just dump it on you. We're here to help you understand it. So this survey that'll be forthcoming, you might have seen the link in the email that this video came along with. We're going to ask you which weekends, beginning the starting weekend of September 2nd and 3rd through the last weekend of October 28th and 29th, what are you not able to help? So we don't expect you to help when you're just not in town. We get that. Or when you have other commitments. That's fine. We want to know what job you would most like to do, and do you need help to understand the job, the role, and the needs of it. All right. What don't you want to do? I mentioned a couple on-field roles. Maybe that's just not your style, not your thing. That's fine. There's plenty of other things that can be done. But we want to know. We want to know what you like to do and what you don't want to do. This is all about us coming together to give our kids the very best program possible. And we are going to ask that the survey be completed prior to your child being given their equipment at the start of the season. So the survey's live as of right now. As if you're watching this video, it's live. So you can click the link in the email that this video came with, and you'll be able to complete that survey. It should take you just a couple minutes. And you'll see in the preview video of that, it's fairly simple to complete. All right, let's talk about Burke Sprawl for a minute. We will have sponsorship opportunities for the day. As I mentioned, the reason for that, we have some new expenses, and we want to be good stewards of our opportunity to raise some funds for that day, given the amount of people that come to Burke Sprawl from all over the county. We see sponsorship as a really good way to offset these costs and maintain our budgets, maintain our expenses, and really keep Burke Sprawl a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for all the teams in the county to kick off their season in a really productive way. Lincoln Park parents that have businesses and would like to sponsor, you receive a 10% discount on any package. And we even carved out special parent-only rates for Lincoln Park parents. Those are available too. All of this information is on the LP Bulldogs website on the Burke Sprawl page. There's 3 links about the Burke Sprawl sponsorships, the investments, things like that. If you own a business or you know a business that would like to sponsor or should be contacted, let me know or email me there to my email address. That would be great. All right. And again, we will be looking for parent help for setup and teardown at the Burke Sprawl as well. And this would count for your volunteer time for the brawl. Let's talk about coaching for a second. For cheer, we're all set. Roseanne's given us the update that everybody from coaching is filled in from a head coaching standpoint. So we're excited that Mighty Mites, we have Emily, Jenny, and Teresa. At Mites, we have Harley, Kate, and Morgan. Midgets, Q, and Julie. And junior coaches, Gianna, Bella, and Taryn. So we thank all those coaches. We thank those young ladies for stepping up, volunteering their time, all their efforts, all the time that goes into the job on and off the field of play. We really appreciate their commitment. From a football standpoint, we're 2/3 good. We've got Steve Brock and his crew have stepped up into the midgets level for coaching. Paul Shingleton and his crew, the Mites, is certainly all set there. Mighty Mites, we are looking for a head coach. We are looking for assistants to help. This is your 7- and 8-year-old. So if you're a first-time parent, you have a football skill set, or you'd like to head coach and learn some of the things needed, we'd love to have you talk with us. Please reach out to us. We will consider anyone for the role. But understand that head coaching means quite a bit. It's 5 days a week of practice for the first 2 weeks of the practice season. It's 3 evenings during the season. It's Saturday and Sunday games. All right, so if you would like to speak to us, like to throw your hat in the ring for that head coach or assistant coach position at Mighty Mites, please let us know. Reach out to us through the website. And lastly, remember, please don't assume that we have the help we need in all the places we need it. All right, please reach out to us. Say, hey, I can help this weekend. I could do this. I got a half hour here. What can be done? We will take any and all help that we can get from our parents. We would love to have you help us out. If we haven't asked, which we'll likely ask 3 times over, please check in and reach out to us. All right, I already asked twice here on this slide. All right, so most importantly, what we want most of this from you this year is bring your concerns, your suggestions to us. We're all ears. And if it's something that needs to be implemented, taken action on, remember, that's best done together. All right, so we welcome feedback, we welcome input, but if you want to see something change sooner, something quicker, we're probably going to ask for your help in that, because we are a small group running a big organization. And this is a quote that I live by both personally and professionally. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Okay, so if we want a bigger, better Lincoln Park program, more well-run, more efficient, we need you to be a part of that. Okay, and lastly, I'm getting hyped for this season. It's early in July. Football's around the corner. I can't wait to put our first teams on the field. Let's go Dogs and have a great season. Thanks for watching this video. Look forward to seeing you out there at our various events as we get through the summer and, of course, opening day and opening game day weekend. All right? Go Dogs. Thanks for watching.